All right, we live on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Diza. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to edit like OGK from front to back. First step, get a song. You can get a song from wherever you want, however you want. For me, this is how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go to YouTube. We're gonna find a song right here. We got whatever it is. It doesn't matter. You pick a song, copy it, the URL, go to the website that's in the description. It's a YouTube downloader. So it's called amp3.cc, but I'll leave it in the description. You paste your URL to the YouTube video that you want the audio from right there, and you click convert. That's all you gotta do. It's gonna convert it, and it'll download for you. It'll put it in your downloads folder. We'll go over that in a minute. For videos that you find like from a mix like this right here, this video is an hour long because it's just like a whole mix, but there's a song in here that I really like that I want to use. I'm not gonna download this whole hour long mix. That's gonna take forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load up OBS Studio. I'll leave a link in the description for OBS as well. You use this on your computer or laptop, whatever you got. See, you actually just seen it right there. It said downloaded. My face cam might be covering it. But back to OBS. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start recording with my mic muted, and we're gonna record the song, and then we're gonna stop recording, and then that file that I just recorded, I'm about to record, I guess, is gonna be in my videos folder or wherever you have it saving to. And then we got the audio for that. So that's how we're going to get the audio. Let's go ahead and play the song real quick. I got to get to the beginning, obviously. Okay. All right, muting my mic. Going to be like 2-3 minutes max. I don't know. Let's get this shit, bro. All right, so now let's click stop recording. Also, it's going to be in the bottom right corner right here. Start recording, and then you click it again. It'll say stop recording. If you can't find it for whatever reason, go to the top left corner of file, go to show recordings, and then it'll bring you straight to where it is. Okay. Now that we have our audio, get rid of this. Let's make sure that did save to my downloads folder real quick before I get rid of it. Here it is. Here's the other song that I told you about using this website, link in the description. Now we can open our editing software. You can use whatever editing software you'd like. For me, I'm a cheap bitch, and I use DaVinci Resolve. I will leave a link in the description for DaVinci Resolve as well. Excuse me. Keep in mind, I am streaming. Twitch.tv/Diza, by the way. So if it lags, it's because my computer is trying to encode the stream as well as editing at the same time. This is an OGK-style edit, so there's not going to be any fancy effects. So I think we should be good. I don't think it'll lag, but if it does, that is why. Also, if you experience lag while you're editing, just know it's not going to happen in the render. Like in the final video after you render it. I'll explain what that means later. My video is going to be, and also check out my main channel for this video. It's going to be private sesh number 4. And I'm going to give this a name too. I always name my private montages. I actually have not even thought about my private montage name yet. But first thing you want to do, if you're using DaVinci Resolve, this probably goes for any other editing software. I'm going to go to File, top left corner, going to go to Project Settings. Automatically, it's set to 24 frames a second. We don't want that shit. We want it to be good quality, you know what I mean? So I'm going to click this drop down, 60. That's the max it can go to. That's what we're going to do. 1920 by 1080, that's what you want. Click save. Now it automatically has us in the, whatever section this is, cut section. We don't want to be there. One to the right, my cursor's down here at the bottom, by the way, edit section. That's where all the magic happens. We want to go there to click on it, okay? So now, this might look a little overwhelming at first. Pay no attention to the far left side. Pay no attention to any of this other than at the bottom. This is where we're going to import our audio because we want to do audio first and then clips second, okay? All right, open File Explorer, the yellow folder. Go to where you have your audio saved. For me, this is the set. I'm going to use 2 songs because it's going to be a long EP. Again, check it out. Go to my video section. I'm going to grab this song first. Boom. All I'm going to do is click, hold, drag it in. There it is. I don't want any of this on screen, obviously. So this is separated. You can see video, audio. We're just going to click and highlight the video, press backspace, delete it. We don't want that, right? Okay. So these white, so it's all green, and then you got white spikes right here. The white spikes is the audio. So like, yeah, it's audio, whatever. I want to start this slider right here. Can zoom you in to the timeline and zoom you out of the timeline. I want to zoom in because I want to start this. And I'm using arrow keys to do this, by the way, instead of using my cursor. I want to start as close to where this song starts as possible. I don't want to start before. So I'm just going to start it right there. Hold control and hit / or backslash. I can't remember which one. It's the one underneath your backspace, and that'll do a cut. So now I have it split into 2. If you, for some reason, can't do that, you can always just click right here. Blade edit mode. And then like wherever I click, it cuts, right? All right. And then if you have that selected, make sure you go back to your cursor right here. Now I can just backspace all that. I don't need it. Just deleted it out of there. And then I want to click and hold. Hold on, I got another one right here. All right. Click and hold your audio and bring it to the front of the timeline. This is the front of the timeline, obviously. So now if we hit the space bar to play it, now our montage will start right there. Now all we got to do is add clips. But before you add clips, I highly recommend you do this step. This step is crucial to making your montage look good. Before you add any clips, you want to set markers on certain parts of the song so that you can sync your clips up with the song with ease. You feel me? You want to do style with ease type shit. You feel me? So right here, this little blue, what shape is that? I don't know. It looks like a flag, whatever. That is your markers. So I'm going to set markers on all of my claps, and then I'm going to set markers on all of my bass hits because I want to sync my clips with, like, when I say clap. So right there is a bass though. Hold on. See this spike in the timeline too? That's where bass hits. So I want to put a marker there throughout the entire song. On, and then listen for the clap. So I heard a clap right here. You can see the spike in the timeline right there. And if you listen, you can hear it's like a... Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to listen to this whole entire song, and I'm going to add markers on every single clap. And then I'm going to add markers on every single bass hit. To add a marker, you can just hit M on your keyboard. Look, I'm just pressing M. That's all I'm doing. So I'm going to delete all those because I don't know where I just put them. But that's just an example on how to do that. So now we're going to listen to the whole song through. I'm going to try my best to add these markers by hitting M on my keyboard during these claps. Probably won't be 100% accurate, but later on we can move the markers around to make sure it is accurate. That's dope. Never thought to do that. Yup. Going to use this to try to learn when vid drops. Have a few in these clips. Fuck yeah, dude. It's just OGK style. No crazy effects. But all right, let's get started. Also, make sure that you have the audio highlighted before you do this, because if you don't, like let's say I click right here, now it's not highlighted, and I add a marker, it adds it to the top of the timeline. I don't want that because if for some weird reason I move this around, like let's say I want to add a marker where the bass is, but I add it up here by accident, it's lined up, but if I move this, now it's not. You feel me? So just make sure before you start that you have the song highlighted. All right, let's do it. Perfect. All right. Hopefully you stuck through that. If you didn't, all good. Now we're at the next part. We're gonna want to do the bass, but we are not gonna want to use blue markers because it's gonna look the exact same as the clap markers. So for our bass markers, we want to change it to, let's just do red. Once you, so I click the drop down to do that, by the way, and then there's a bunch of colors. You can pick whatever color you want. Doesn't matter. Once you click it though, it's going to drop a marker wherever you have it on your timeline. So obviously I want to delete that because that's not where the bass hits. All these markers might not be in the same, the right spot, but once we put our clips in, we'll move them around. I'm going to listen real fast so I can kind of get a sense on where the bass hits. That way I can just do this all in one take. Hold on one second. See, because the pattern is crazy. Hold on one more time. That's going to be hard to fucking do. I'm going to try it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Shit. Let me catch up with the chat. Twitch.tv/TZ. Again, I only need OGK-style. I'm saying, bro, this is dope as fuck. That's dope. Never thought to do that. It helps. It's funny because I'm trying to edit my OS only clip edit right now, too. Hey, man, this will help. Is this a Mexican OT edit? Yeah, 10 out of 10 already? Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's try it out. Okay. already fucked up, dude. The third bass hit, I already fucked up. Okay. Damn, I can see the bass spikes, but oh, fucking hell. Move that one over. Let's just hit one right here because I know it's there. Okay. Damn. Said boom, boom. Okay. We might for this. Okay, this is not going very well. Okay, for the bass hits, we're gonna do them as we go because I'm gonna put all these in the wrong fucking place. These four are probably good. I'm gonna probably put them all in the wrong place. So let's go ahead and we'll do those as we put our clips in. I'll really dial in. So like, what I mean by that is, I'm gonna zoom in all the way, make sure that these are all in the right spot for our first clip. Okay, right before we put our next clip in, or first clip in. So sometimes you'll have this where I'm pressing left on my arrow and right on my arrow, and it's going in between the bass. Like I really want it to be, you know, perfect. But I don't want to do it before because it'll look weird, so I'm gonna do it after, and I'll delete this one. Okay, that's too zoomed in because it's going really fast. You can see the bass spike right here. So that's probably where we're gonna move it to. Yep. I was way late on that one. Shit. Okay, put it right there. Delete that one. That one's pretty close. Hold on. All right. You guys get the gist now. Let's move on to importing our clips. To import our clips, it helps if you already have them cut, at least trimmed, I mean, a little bit. Go to my desktop and find my clips. Private match number 4. What should we open with? Here's a good question. I actually don't know what we should open with. Let me listen to the song. Hold on. Placing markers as the song plays is bold. I mean, I did it pretty good with the claps. I don't know. The bass is crazy, though. Here's the time, by the way, right here on the left. 12 seconds in, about 15 seconds in. So about 15 seconds in, it hits. So what I want to do is put the clip in and just kind of like slow-mo it. I think I'm going to do the Scrapyard Ladder Bounce as my first clip. Because I did a Scrapyard Ladder Bounce as my first clip for H2 Murder. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. All right, so all I did was click and hold the clip and then drag it in. Let me drag it in in a way that's going to fuck it up so that you guys understand. If I drag it in right here, you can see that the audio is going on top of the audio we already have, and it's replacing it. So like, watch. Where'd the song go? Well, the song's not there anymore because you just put your audio right on top of it. So Control Z to undo anything you mess up. Now it's gone. So what I want to do, instead of putting it right here like this, just hover your cursor a little bit up and it'll put it there. If that makes sense. I mean, if you're watching, then yeah, it makes sense. Okay. So now what I want to do is go to where I hit my shot. So you can see the hit marker starts there. And then my audio starts here as well on my clips. So that is where we'll put a marker for where our clip starts. So if you want to just like sync it without doing slow motion, then you can. I highly recommend doing slow motion. And then as you can see, our clip doesn't start at the beginning of our timeline. So the front end of it would be black. We obviously don't want that. That just doesn't look good. So what you can do is make a cut right here. This is not how I'm going to do it, by the way. But if you don't feel like doing slow-mo, this is how you do it. I just made a cut on... Hold on, let me backspace. If I make a cut on just the video, it's only going to do the video. Now the audio is not cut. You feel me? I just Control Z to undo the drag. So you can like hold Control and highlight both. You can hold Control and highlight both. So if you don't hold Control, it's not highlighting them. Right? Okay, right. Line up my marker with this marker. It'll snap to it. Super easy. Okay. Let's make a cut on both. I have both highlighted. And now let's right click. I just unclick here so I don't have anything highlighted. I want to do one at a time now. I want to do the audio and the video separately. So let's right click the video. And right here it says change clip speed. I'm going to click on that. It says 100% on the speed. Let's just do 50%. And then click change. Let's do the same thing with our audio. I actually did it together. Fuck yeah. I didn't think that was going to happen. So now that I did that, though, it's not going to be lined up perfectly. Like the end of this clip is going to start here. So that would look weird. You know what I mean? So what we want to do is take these two and bring them to the front. And now what we can do is with both of them highlighted, if you hold your cursor close to the edge, it'll make it look like that, 2 brackets. You can click and hold and drag it to extend your clip out. Bring it to the front. It still doesn't line up, right? So we have too much slow-mo going on. You see what I'm saying? Actually, that looked good. Hold on a second. What the hell? But I know it's not, though. I know it's still a little bit too early. So what I want to do is, since it's too early, I need to slow-mo it more. Let's just move these out of the way real quick. Focus on the slow motion part. I know I just said that I was going to do not slow motion first, but this only makes sense. Let's do 40%. Let's actually just do 30% so I can show y'all. Let's do 20%. Fuck it. So I need... Actually, I want to start my clip right before I start spinning. So let's highlight both of these. Sorry, I feel like I'm being bad at explaining it, but hold on, just bear with me. So you want to start your clip. So I want to start my clip like right here, right as I'm about to sprint to jump. I don't want to have this all slow motion. You know what I mean? That would look weird. So let's go as soon as I see movement. I'm arrow keying over. So you see how the sniper just moved a little bit? That's where I'm going to make my cut because it's going to be obvious. I'm going to delete these two. Now I'm going to come here. I'm going to highlight those two, drag them over as far as I can. Now I'm going to find the exact same frame on this clip, which is right there. Highlight them, control backslash or forward slash, whichever one's under the backspace. I don't know. These are highlighted. Press backspace, delete it. Highlight both of these by holding control. Bring it forward, I mean. And now it should be synced up. I'm going to click mute track so that it's not distracting. But we're going to see what it looks like real quick. That is crazy slow motion. But this is just an example. You see what I'm saying? So now we want to take these two and bring it forward like that. That way we can sync our clip up. Hello? Oh, I'm highlighting that too by accident. Okay, makes sense. Okay, line up our marker. It's lined up. Now we can take the other parts and bring them forward. I hope you guys are following. And now it will look like this. This is not how I'm going to do it, but just an example for you guys. Because this is like super slow motion. Oh, let me unmute the track. And probably get rid of this random audio going on right there. Also, you can click and hold this white little flag looking thing right here and drag it. And it's going to make it fade in. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You can add some text on the screen by over here, titles, basic text, click, hold, and drag. And it just says basic title, but I can highlight it and change the text to private sesh number 4. Bring that in, right? Fade that in as well. And then I can cut it at a good point where the bass hits or something like that. That's not a good point, but hey, you guys get it. Let's just see what it looks like real quick. You get it? Now it's synced up. That's how you guys would do that without doing like crazy slow-mo, but this is not how I'm going to start it, but just for the example, I'm just going to do this full clip through. So you hear that clap where I have my marker? I'm going to make a cut. And then I don't want to delete the whole thing because I want my kill cam. But I'm going to make another cut there. Just delete all that out. So I'm going to have a black screen right there. And then I'll bring the clip back in at this clap. I'll bring this forward. Right? But I don't want my clip to start right there for my kill cam. Because it just doesn't look right. So I want to start it like right as I'm scoping maybe. So I'm going to cut right there. Bring my timeline to the front right there where the marker is. And again, it just kind of snaps to it. It's pretty nice. So then this is what it would look like. I don't know where the audio went. Oh, because I had it slow-mo. The sniper shot's right here. But if you want to, this is what I always do. Find where you shoot. Before I add, so I was going to add my intervention sound, but before you do that, we need to make sure this is synced up. That's why we did all the claps earlier. So I want to shoot right when this clap is hitting. So let's find where I shoot without doing slow-mo, because I feel like you guys aren't going to want to do slow-mo. I will do slow-mo and do this clip exactly how I would usually do it after this. But if you guys don't want to learn how to do slow-mo, that's fine. Here's the hit marker. That's when I shoot. Highlight the clip. Put a marker there. Now we can see where it's supposed to be. Now we can line it up. Bring that part of the clip back so that way it's synced properly. Okay, now it's synced properly. Doesn't look good, but again, if you want to do it like that, you can. I will show you the like professional way of doing it in just a second. I have my own intervention sound, so I'm actually going to delete all that audio there. Go over to wherever it's at. Editing overlays. Sword Deer is where I got this from on YouTube. Popular, not popular. Hold on 1 second. Custom by Deer. Intervention bass. Might as well. Okay, I just click, hold, drag it in just like I did earlier. Bring that audio to the marker. That way it fits perfectly. And let's see what it'll look like now. I want to put it there as well. So let's do another one. Here's a different intervention sound. It's an intervention, but just different kind of effects on it. So now it'll look like this. Damn, that's loud. If it's too loud, please turn your volume down. Highlight it up here in the top right corner. It's got a volume tab. Click it, highlight it, -5. At least, man, please. -5 at least. It's probably still too loud. I'm gonna highlight the other one and do the exact same thing, -5. Okay, now let's look at it. A little laggy. Okay, and then I've got another clap right here. Let's see when we should end the clip. Hold on. Yeah, it's in the clip on that clap. This clap is not lined up perfectly. I'm gonna move it over to where it should be. Bring it forward. Delete that part. And then I could bring my next clip in at this bass hit right there, or I could bring it on the clap, whatever you feel like doing. It's up to you. But if you bring it on the bass hit, try to sync this clap with, like, if you have like a reload or just some sort of animation, try to sync it up with that. If you can't, then all good, but that's how you would do it. So that is like the most basic way of editing OGK style. One thing I did forget to tell you all is color correction. Fucking don't need it, bro. Click this fusion tab right here. It might be a little confusing at first, because it is. Don't fucking worry about anything, okay? I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. You don't have to move those over. I just did so you can see better. Highlight media in 1 right here at the bottom. Hold shift, hit your space bar, type in contrast right here, brightness and contrast. Click add. Take your contrast right here in the top right corner, highlight it, 0.2. Do that to every single clip. Since I have cuts, you can see it didn't add it to both of them. So you have to do this for every single clip. So I do recommend doing this before you make cuts and shit like that. My apologies. I should have told you that before. But if you haven't been watching the video all the way through, then that's on you, man. That's literally on you. I'm not doing 0.2. 0.2 usually works for all clips. High rise is a bit of a dark map, so you might want to do 0.1. I don't know. Just you know what looks good, right? We all have brains. I'd hope. Okay. Here's what it looks like without doing slow motion, other than like the very beginning of the montage. I'll show you guys how to do really good slow motion in a second if you guys keep watching. It's lagging. And like I said, rinse and repeat. Drop your clips on the markers, whether that's a bass hit or a clap. It's up to you, whatever you think looks best. Okay, so now for everybody that's stuck around, we're gonna actually do this right, okay? We're actually gonna do this right. We're gonna add a lot of slow motion. This is kind of fine though. I do like the slow motion at the beginning. This isn't bad. This is pretty good. But I don't. I want to like put some emphasis on the scope, right? So where I scope in like that, and where I scope in like that, and then when I hit, I want to put some emphasis on it by slow-moing that out. So how to do that is click and highlight your clip, right-click it, click on retime curve. I don't know if this is going to be the exact same way if you guys are editing on a different software, but for DaVinci Resolve, this is how you do it. This is how I've always done it. Find retime curve. It might be named something different, but click on that. Let's zoom in on our timeline a little bit so we can see a little bit better. Right here it says retime frame. We want to change that to retime speed by clicking right there. And at the bottom it says retime speed. We're going to click there. Now we got retime speed. So what I want to do is I want to slow motion specific parts. So I'm using my arrow key again. So probably right there is where I want to start my slow motion. So now on the far right side, you see like the greater than and less than symbol with a diamond in the middle. You're going to click on that diamond right here on the right side. Click that diamond. That added a marker. I'm going to move my timeline. That added a marker right here, okay? We're going to add 2 markers to make slow motion happen. So let's fast forward with the arrow key. Where do I want to stop my slow motion is what I wanted to ask myself. I probably want to stop it like right as the scope is leaving. So let's add another marker, exact same way. And now I can move my cursor in between these 2 markers and just click and hold and just drop the speed down. You can see right there it says speed was at 100%. And now it's dropping however low we want it to drop. Let's go ahead and do 50%. Fuck it, let's do 40%. It's some steezy shit. If you fuck something up, Control Z. Anyways, see how it went from a straight line and then it's 90-degree angle, straight down, straight across, straight up, straight across. That's gonna look like shit. Don't do that. The way to fix that, to make it curvy, is by highlighting your marker and coming over here and clicking this little curve button. People like to call this an easy E. This is going to make a smooth transition from slow-mo into regular, like from regular to slow to regular. So like let's watch it without it. It's not terrible, but it will look better. Trust me, just click it. Just fucking highlight it and just click it. Trust me. Right? Okay, let's do that again to the other scope. So I hit the ladder. Ooh, right there. Oh yeah, look at that scope. Okay. Same exact steps. I don't feel like I have to explain myself twice, but I'm clicking right there on the right side. Scope is gone right about there. Let's click it again. Let's take that. Click, hold, drag down to about 40%. You can pick whatever speed you want, but I find like 50 to 40 is pretty good. Sometimes you're gonna have to mess with this to make sure that it's still synced up with your marker, because now this marker is not going to be relevant anymore. That was where our hit was earlier. Now our hit's like way the fuck over here, right? Okay, let's see. And then also our audio is not synced up either, but that's fine. We're gonna fix it. I also want to slow-mo I think I'm just gonna slow-mo the plus OSC. It's really nice to see this pop up like that in slow motion. So right after we hit, once this comes up, as soon as it starts zooming in, right there, right? I'm gonna add a marker there. And then see how it's going down now? Right before it starts going down, or right when it starts going down, I'm gonna add another marker. Let's slow-mo that even more. Let's just do 30. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever. And if it don't look good, I'll either increase the speed during our slow-mo, maybe even increase the speed from 100% to like 110% on the other parts. I don't know. You just play with it, see what looks best. Don't play with it too much because you might fuck it up, but let's see what that looks like now. I'm going to mute the intervention gun sound. See how that looks now? That looks good. The second scope's kind of wonky. Hold on. It could work. It could work. So now all we gotta do is trim that. That way we got some room to work with over here on this side. Delete this marker because it's not relevant anymore. Find where we shoot, which is right there. Put a marker there. And then put our playhead to, or our timeline, playhead, whatever, to this marker because that's where we want our shot to land. Bring that forward. And now our intervention sound, we actually don't have to move that because it's still in the same spot. bring the rest of that forward. And now this part, I don't know what I just clicked. Control Z. This part's not going to be synced now. So we're going to have to do that real quick. 1 second. This might be a random cut, but some important information that I did not put in here is this magnet right here in the middle. If that's not selected, it won't snap to your markers and stuff. So click your magnet and then boom, it starts snapping. Back to whatever I was saying earlier. Earlier. I don't know why I said it like that. All right, back to what I was saying earlier. God damn it. Okay, so again, from earlier, I started it right when I saw movement on the intervention. Using my arrow key to find that movement. Any day now. God damn. Okay. Right there. That's where it is. So that's where we cut. That's where this movement is where the beginning of our clip starts right here. So cut all that extra out. Bring that forward so it lines up, and then I can bring that forward again by like getting your cursor on the very edge. It'll create those brackets. Click a hold, drag. Can make our fade go all the way if we'd like. To get it to not look like this anymore, this white box with the curve right there, you just click that and then back to normal. All right, let's see what it, is this part lined up? Let's see. So now the end of our clip's not lined up, so we want to click, hold, and drag that to there. There's a lot of time between the two, the pre-cam and the kill cam, so this is a moment where you might want to think to yourself, should I start my kill cam at the clap or should I start it at the base right here? And there's 2 bases in between, so let's see. I think it would look good if I brought that forward. Let's bring them both forward together by click holding, hold control, click both of them, highlights both of them. You know what I'm saying? All right. We haven't played with the kill cam yet, but let's just watch the front half of it. Also, every montage has text at the front, so let's add some text too real fast. Editing like a pro. He's in YouTube mode up, Frax. Yeah, my bad, Frax. How we doing, bro? My fault. Yeah, I'm recording for YouTube. I appreciate you. How you doing? He said, nerd. Damn, motherfucker, love house. I've just got the deafen. By the way, you hit these in Brax? Yeah, I hit all these in Brax. These are all private mesh clips. OTP says, yeah. You'll see the key published VOD after. I want to try start on some clips since I'm off work at the moment. Yeah, I got you. I'll definitely publish this right away. Got you. Okay. Let's look, hold on. I'm trying to listen. Okay, so I can hear like a very faint clap or kind of like a snare. And at those points, I want to flip my text from one thing to another. So it'll say like private sesh number 4, and then it'll say whatever I'm going to title it, which I have to figure that out. Okay, so there's one. I'm going to click there, make a marker. There's another one. Make a marker. There's another one. You can kind of see the spike a little bit right there. Okay. Okay, so this spike right here is one. Can't even see a spike on this one. Damn. Right there. Marker. Right there. Okay, so now I have markers on all the little weird snare hits that are very faint and subtle, but I'm going to sync my text as well because it'll look way better than just having your text in random places. So I'm actually going to start my first text right there. You feel me? It actually looks pretty good. It says basic title up here at the top right. Delete that. I'm going to type in private sesh number 4. Because that's going to be the name of my montage. And then right there, I'm going to get rid of it. So I just made a cut and deleted the back half. Right there, I'm going to click to highlight my text. Hold Alt to make a duplicate. Click, hold, left click, and hold, and drag it over. And now I just made a duplicate of the exact same text. That's really good to know because if I want to, I can come over here and add some drop shadow. If I scroll down on the far right side, offset X, offset Y is the only thing you need to focus on. Just click, hold, and drag it to the left to make it -5 by -5. That's just going to be the basic thing that's going to look good. Don't have to mess with anything else, literally. So now if I get rid of my fade so you guys can actually see what that did, I'm going to scroll wheel to zoom in. You can kind of see it added a subtle drop shadow behind it. It looks way better. Trust me. Just trust me. It looks better. Add a little drop shadow. It looks better. Okay. Private session number 4 goes away. Bring another text right here. I don't know what I'm going to name my montage, so I'm just going to say name. Whatever. Montage. Montage. It's not going to be titled montage. But for me, I always title my stuff. That didn't sound like it lined up. That sounds better. And then for me, I like to tell people that I did it. I'm the editor. So I'm going to say bye. And then I'm going to add another text. Same thing. So I'm going to click, hold Alt, left click, and drag up. I need 2 texts to be right here. So now I have 2. If I go to settings up here in the top, I can take my y-axis and just click and hold and drag that wherever I want. I want it to be underneath a little bit. And I'm going to go back to title. Highlight that, change it to Stiza. And I have my own font that I like to use for when I do this. So I click font family right here. Open Sans is default, which is a great font. You guys don't have to change it, but there's a fuck ton of fonts if you guys want to play around with it. I downloaded my own font. I'm not going to show you guys how to download it, but it's like graffiti. I don't know, it looks cool. It's kind of clashing with the buy right there with the Y and buy. I'm just going to kind of bring that down a little bit. Right there looks pretty good. So now, and that ends right there. I think that's good. There you go. I kind of want the slow-mo. I kind of want the clip to start at A. Yeah, I really want that clip to start at A, actually. That's going to look way better. Fuck. What up, Coro? How we doing, man? By the way, oh yeah, I read that. By the way, I can't download DaVinci. It just keeps asking me for emails and shit. Put your email in. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe you got to update your Windows. I don't know. For me, it just worked right away. Private, yeah. Did I spell it wrong? Oh, wait. Oh. Private session number 4. Thanks, Coro. No, montage is a fire name. No, it's not. Yo, nobody said that at first, bro. I'm recording for YouTube too. These motherfuckers gonna be in the comments like, ain't nobody commenting. But hey, comment. Should have told him. Shouldn't have told him. Facts. Hey, random cut again. Sometimes in the middle of your montage, you don't want to show your pre-cam and your kill cam all together. You can do like you can flip straight to kill cam. So right when you hit, make a cut, right? Delete that part of pre-cam. Go to wherever you shoot in your kill cam, which for me would be right here. Bring that to the front there. So boom, now you go from pre-cam to kill cam. So you basically flip it. So now it'll look like this. If it's synced properly. This clip doesn't work very well for it, but your clip will not be the same as my clip, obviously, and trust me, it looks good depending on the clip. So super laggy right now, but something to keep in mind. All right, back to whatever I was saying a second ago. All right. I need this clip to start here, bro. I need this clip to start here. Just gonna click, hold, and drag it there. See what it looks like. What the fuck? Why did it do that? Okay, I'm gonna backspace that. All right. But basically, that's what you guys would do to finish off the video. I don't want to get too nitpicky there, but I definitely am gonna be syncing that. To do your kill cam, just do the exact same thing that I showed you earlier. Click, highlight it, retime curve, change it from frame to speed, add your markers, do some slow-mo, easy E 'em with the curve. line up your shot with your marker wherever that might be, and then literally just rinse and repeat. One more thing, I know I just kind of made a random cut right here, but I want to show you guys this. This is important for like when you get towards like the middle of the video, not just the intro. Our markers here, let me add one right here on this base hit. It's really cool to do like opacity sliders on these spots. So when you have your claps and your base, you can make cuts there. And then just take the opacity and turn it down a little bit. So what I mean by that is, on this base hit, I have a cut. So this part of the video, I'm gonna highlight, and right here on the right side, it says opacity. You can either just like click and hold and drag, or you can just highlight it and make it whatever. I like to do like 75. And then on this next one where the clap is, I'll make it 50. And then let's make another cut before we hit right here. Make it 35 maybe, and so now it'll look like this. You feel me? But that one's still at 100. I thought I changed it to 50. It still looks cool though, going from 75 to 100 and then to 30. But see how it went darker, 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 and then when I hit, back to 100. So that's just something cool that you can do to make your shit look even better, you feel me? If you guys have any questions, or you guys need me to do a tutorial where I do the entire montage for a video, it would be a really long video. But if you guys want me to do that, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the fucking channel, please. Leave a like, helps me a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.